Hello, Canis here. We're back on Linda. This used to be ventilation for the water tank. Today's plan is to deal with the roof, so this means welding. Well, I need ventilation. Basically what we have to do is just do the interior, but there's a sequence of events that prevents me from doing that. So first of all, before I can finalize this or this, I need to get the welding done on the roof. I need to put in 3 vents. One here in the roof, one further down, and another one that's further down there. I also need to be able to get solar panel cables in through the roof. 3 vents, 2 access points for cabling. First of all, I need to get rid of this wooden paneling, which is easy because they're already screwed in. Let's do that. This vent will be electric and it'll evacuate steam from cooking. This is the inside of the vent and the electric motor will be in this. While that red oxide paint is drying, let's put in another hole. So these 2 panels need to go. Here by the bed, I'll put one up there as well. The panels don't line up perfectly with the window, so I've decided that I'm not going to line it up with the window, and I'm going to line it up with the panel. So I've made my markings, and that is exactly halfway in the panel. So this would mean that the hole would appear sort of there, but except on that side. And hopefully that won't look hideous. Same thing over here. Drill a little hole. That'll be my guide for cutting the hole. See, the ventilation is already working. I just realized I made a mistake here. This thing here can come down, should come down. So I'm going to move this way down. Yeah, that's better. This used to be ventilation for the water tank, and I kept it because I'm going to now use it to get my solar panel cables into the roof. I've got 2 of them. Ooh, it's sunny now. So day 2. Normally, that's an old hole that has been there forever. I think there might have been a diesel heater coming out of there. And that's how my solar cables have been coming through to date. That's a bit of a cable tie, and that is attached to the cable. Yeah. This job would be easier with 2 people, but I am discovering that by feeding it in a couple of centimeters from outside and then pulling it a couple of centimeters from the inside and then repeating, I'll eventually get it through. I've also decided to put the 2 cables together because if I have one through, then trying to get the other one will be a nightmare. Back down again. Oh look, there's the cable. Well, one bit of the cable. And finally... Oh, that's interesting. It doesn't like being pulled, but it doesn't mind being pushed. So the point behind this is, if you are going to use solar panels, you're going to need some form of stand. Or do you? What if you just do what I've been doing for the last 5 years and just use a chain to stop the solar panel from disappearing in the wind? This means I can connect the panels here. This is waterproof. And I can attach the chain to this. But more importantly, when the sun is shining, I can move the panels either side of the boom, and when sailing is required, unplug them and take them in, and they're off the roof and there's nothing in the way. I've made a right mess in here. Now let's put a vent in place. Drill the hole. Now some lovely butyl tape. And then this is a locking nut, which stops anybody from taking it off. Now I have to do this. Time to fill in the hole. Okay, we're getting into the evening. The light is fading, so I want to just quickly lash these in. Same process as that one. As you can see, I have the solar panels connected into the middle loop and then wired through the main section of the roof. Now I need to do the same and wire in a second run of solar panel cabling, and that needs to go in here. The wonderful thing about the comments section is the advice people have given me. These are 32 amp connectors. I'm going to use them to replace these, which are 16 amp connectors. All the wiring in the boat is a minimum of 29 amp. That's a 16 amp connector. It was suggested in the comments to use these. I'm going to replace them as I go. So this panel is available, and there's a connector in there, and as I go along I'm just going to replace these. There aren't many because most of the wiring in the boat is a single cable and there's no break in it. Anywhere where there's a light, like behind me, there'll be connectors. Solar panel cabling has to come through here. There is a fan to go up there, so this panel has to come off. The cabling needs to come in through the hole up here, go down there, through the wall, and then into where the box is. I need to shut off the electricity to these. Electricity shut down. They're not attached to each other. That's sticking out. Needs to be secured. Okay, I'm just going to fiddle with that until it's right. Now let's replace these with Wagos. I'm going to take this one off, settle it up, put the solar panel cable in, and redo the wiring. Oh, there's a big mess to be sorted out in there. I have put in a hole for the fan. This will become a hole later in time. And here is the other one. Now I need to turn this boat into a workshop. So this means tidying up.